How you doing?
Fine. Hey, you guys know what to do, right? Just keep checking. Okay. All right.
Okay. I was wondering, can I get a better chair? Because
Yeah.
this one's a little.
That's fine.
It's
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
Okay, that's fine.
You've got a nice chair there. Okay.
It's newest, don't worry.
Oh,
It's,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Your chair is nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jacob Valderrama. This is Between Two Interns, and I'm here with Mary Mancini. She's the chairwoman of the Communist Party of Tennessee.
Actually, I'm the chair of the Tennessee Democratic Party, and we have a very long history in this state of community organizing and fighting for people to get involved in the democratic process and working on behalf of the working people of the state and
Very Democrat.
right, making sure that everybody has an opportunity to have a better life, no matter who you are, what you look like, or where you live. Tennessee Democratic Party.
Well, all right, Mary. So I have a couple of questions for you, just to kind of get the interview started here. So does being chairwoman of the losing party suck? I mean, do you enjoy that? Because if I had failed to get Obama elected to a third term, just like you did, I would give up, just like you clearly have at this point.
Actually, presidents are limited to 2 terms. It's a constitutional amendment. The 22nd Amendment limits.
No, that's not true. FDR had 6 straight terms, so.
Okay. What school do you go to?
Screaming Eagles University. It's Screaming Eagles University. It's in Canada. It's pretty big.
Okay. So, well, we have incredible opportunity as Tennessee Democrats this election we've got candidates running up and down the ballot. We've got more than we've ever had at this running for State House and State Senate in about 20 years. We have fantastic congressional candidates. We have congressional candidates running in all 9 of our districts. We've got 2 wonderful gubernatorial candidates who have a history of actually getting things done in this state and working across the aisle to do so. And then, of course, Phil Bredesen's running for U.S. Senate, and he's again was a 2-term governor, very popular, and so we have a lot of opportunity as Tennessee Democrats this election cycle. It's actually a really exciting time to be a Democrat in Tennessee.
Well, that's cute. So, okay. So moving on, I was out with some of my liberal friends, and so here's the thing about my liberal friends is they don't vote very often at all, but they'll just complain all day, and they'll tweet all day, and they go out and they march every weekend, and I don't understand what they're doing there.
Well, it's important for people to be able to express themselves through social media, their frustration with the Republican Party. It's important that they can exercise their First Amendment right to go out and protest. But what really does make a difference and what really does create change is actually voting. And we have this incredible opportunity coming up to vote in this midterm election, we need to, in order to elect people that reflect your values, you should go out and vote. And we all know that when Democrats vote, then Democrats win. So we're really excited about the opportunities that we have, and we're excited about Election Day, and everybody's been voting. The increase in voter turnout for Democrats is really good, and we're looking forward to it continuing.
Are you done talking?
All
right. Well,
yeah.
That's great. So let's move on
to do?
Let's move on to one thing that I can't really seem to wrap my head around. Okay. What did I say about the ball?
To not to.
Yeah, so don't. On it. So let's move on to like one thing that I can't really seem to wrap my head around. I am constantly under attack by SJWs and the PC culture, and I mean I don't really get it, because my show is amazing. Frankly, you know, I'm very clever. It's really funny. It's actually, you know, it's actually the #1 rated politically centric, conservative leaning, web-based talk show between the demographics of 18 and 18 and a half years old in Guam. It will, in the like male demographic of Guam. So I don't really, I guess, you know, like I have accolades for this show that kind of just proves it's good, and it seems like all you guys ever really care about is just shutting down my humor.
Okay. Well, so I think the reason is because your show is very divisive, and you really do a lot to sort of, you know, divide people and pit one side against another, and, you know, just the language that you used is, you know, harmful to political discourse and, you know, civility. And, you know, what Democrats really believe is that anyone, no matter who you are or what you look like or where you live, you know, should have the opportunity for a better life for themselves and their family. And Democrats, you know, we want to have the backs of all Tennesseans, no matter who you are, and we should be, you know, working together to make the state a better place for everyone, and that's what Democrats believe. So I think with your show, you know, my guess is that you know, people are just tired of that. You know, they want to come together with their neighbors, and you kind of, you know, just the opposite of that there.
I would say,
Ducky.
now, Mary, okay, so I would say that I'm actually kind of, you know, I kind of bring people together. I'm kind of like the voice of the forgotten man in Guam. So, I mean, I don't know if I'm what you say I am. All right. Your party mascot is appropriately as weak as your party. Don't you think in a one-on-one fight, an elephant would easily stomp a donkey?
So, Jacob, before we get to that burning question that everybody seems to want to know the answer to, there is something really important that Tennessee Democrats are pushing this year.
Okay, so, all right, so you got some kind of plug, just get this out of the way.
Well, that's why I'm on the show, yes.
Okay.
It's called Check Yourself. There's been a lot of purging that's been going on of the voter rolls, and so we want to make sure that everyone who is eligible to vote actually gets to vote. And this election is way too important to leave that up to chance. So check yourself at iwillvote.com. You put in some very basic information, and you'll be able to see and make sure that you're on the voting rolls and that you have not been purged.
Mary, okay. So I'm still alive, and as are many other people. So, you know, we're not off the voting list. We're still, you know, why would we need to check ourselves?
So well, it's not just people that have passed away that get purged. The laws are very confusing. There's systems that are in place that may actually purge people that are not supposed to be purged. And so again, this election is way too important to leave it up to chance. There's a lot of things at stake here in Tennessee, a U.S. Senate race, the governor's office, we've got congressional races, state house and state Senate races, and we want to make sure that everyone who's eligible can vote. So this website, iwillvote.com, iwillvote.com, again, just put some very basic information. Make sure you're still on the voting rolls. If you're a new registrant who's just registered, that will confirm that, you know, your paperwork has been processed. If you have been on the rolls for a long time, you know, you don't want to show up on election day and not be able to vote. So just go to iwillvote.com and spread it around, and just make sure you check yourself.
I wasn't paying attention. What's the website?
It's iwillvote.com. iwillvote.com.
.com?
.com.
Okay. Well, anyway, now that plug is over, back to my question about the donkey versus the elephant, as it were.
Well, really the first time I've ever been asked that. You know, the way I look at it, a donkey is quicker and more agile than an elephant, right? An elephant's kind of lumbering and slow, and
Right.
a donkey, you know, moves quickly and can get from point A to point B fast. And in this election environment, it's really important that we are quick and agile, like donkeys.